I am very much interested in this summit for three major reasons. One is the fact that this summit brings together Nigerians within the country and Nigerians in the diaspora. This is why I said earlier on, some few days ago, that the Honorable Chair of the Commission is building bridges. Secondly, it allows us to delineate important and critical sectors that Nigerians in the diaspora can participate in terms of investments and further development. I appreciate the vast human and financial resources that are available within the Nigerian diaspora community throughout the whole world. Thirdly, the summit is coming at a time when the entire world is battling with the challenges of COVID-19. This period of COVID-19 must give us a greater sense of urgency in tackling our primary healthcare system in the first place. And at the same time, in allowing us to boost our agricultural production in order to increase our level of food sovereignty.
If you please allow me to stand on existing protocol, so I don't take too much of your time, but I need to say a good day. I don't know what time it is in different parts of the world at this moment, so I'm not going to say afternoon or morning. So I'll say good day, all distinguished guests and speakers, and everyone here present. And I'm happy to be in your midst. But before I go on to give my goodwill speech, I must commend the executive chairman of NIDCOM, Honorable Abike Dabri-Yerewa, and her team.
Nigeria is not an exception to the world. The world all over now is facing the challenges of pandemic, whose effect is not only on our health, but on our wealth. And I mean, so when I said our wealth, I mean the wealth of the world. As we do know and we do recognize, the pandemic came because of the and it's associated with lockdown, which affected movement of the people, it affected all aspects of the economy. Therefore, this conference and this event is coming at a very right time.
Today, I'd like to talk on security and investment in Nigeria. And the reason why this is important is because we're in a world where if security is not, taken care of, then there can be no investment. You've known who I am. My name is Temitope Olodo. I'm a preventive terrorism consultant. And I work in this field of security profiling and looking at countries and what people do. But I would also like to highlight what the previous speaker spoke about earlier. As a former Kegite, I used to say that the Agama lizard that jumped from the high Iroko tree, seeing no one to congratulate him, will congratulate himself for not breaking his neck.
I want to start out by recognizing the significant contributions of Nigerians in the diaspora to the economic growth and development of this country. It is not a contribution that should be taken for granted. Be rest assured that I know what you go through to make the contributions you make. I left Nigeria at the age of 21 after my youth service. And as many of you went through the trials and travails of being in a foreign country, as well as the victories and successes that the opportunity affords. For me, I went through the typical steps. I worked at Burger King, I worked, in a restaurant, and finally did my master's. But while doing all of that, at the top of my mind was continuing to contribute to the welfare and the well-being of my family members and friends in Nigeria. That commitment has to be saluted and appreciated. Over the last 5 years, Nigerians in diaspora have contributed as much as $100 billion to the Nigerian economy. In 2019 alone, the total diaspora remittances was about 25 billion, representing 80% of the federal government budget and approximately 6% of the country's GDP.
What we're doing is offering a 10-year tax holiday on companies that come in to invest in the automotive sector. So for 10 years, you're able to plow back your revenue to further grow your businesses and be even more competitive. As we know, there's also a lack of necessary manpower that would go into those factories. So one of our mandates is to develop the necessary manpower for the automotive industry.
Well, Chemically is presenting a greenfield product of manufacturing fired clay profiles, especially fired clay roofing tiles. In Nigeria, we import a whole lot of ceramic products, and roofing tiles is one of them. Roofing tiles is what you normally call the red roof. The product is so good and the quality is so outstanding that the manufacturers of aluminum started to make an imitation of it, which is okay. But then the imitation cannot be like the real thing. The original roof tiles last like about 100 years. And when you put it on your building, you just forget about it. But the aluminum coated roofing profiles that we see today, you know, they are guaranteed to go like 35 years. And if you look at the history of this very well, the aluminum profiles came into this country about 30 years ago. So in a short while from now, you should have so many houses needing re-roofing. But then there is a primary market. Nigeria, according to the Bureau of National Statistics, Nigerians build 100,000 homes in a year. That means 100,000 roofing profiles or roofing projects every year in the country. If we have that, you can estimate the value to be about 70 billion naira.
It's a pleasure to introduce Intel JPI Environment Management Systems to all of you. We are not just a waste management company. We provide sustainable development and economic growth in the environment and power generation sectors of the economy. We started with the United Nations. We got a grant from the United Nations, which has shaped the project. I should first say that maybe we started with when Loma was doing various project selections for managing waste management facilities in Nigeria. And we had a unique opportunity with working with the Clinton Foundation, which has kind of shaped the way that the project has evolved over the years. And so it is built on this sustainability, that we can choose to create and live in a clean and a healthy environment that we are consciously handing over to our children and that we are not destroying anything.
Yeah, we have this 1 megawatt. I'm going to give you the details. It's going to give about it's solar based and it's PVC based and it's tied to the grid. So it could be batteryless. But if you want it for upgrade, you have to tie battery to it. The literature is there. This will cost, if we are looking at about $5 million. The concept is that, first of all, let me say I stand on the existing protocols. I also thank the organizers. My name is Tuxon Obanjo, and I also bring greetings from US. I'm the Secretary of the Nigerian Diaspora Association. Nairobi and US. So these are the parameters. The standard we projected was 4.3 hours per day, and this was going to be this is the total area required. Is going to use polycrystalline. This number of modules we need, and we're going to have about 13 inverters.
We discover of recent that most families, they engage their family members to develop properties for them here in Nigeria, and at the end of it, or what the experience is either the said house will not be built or not auto specification. So we're standing for both private and private individuals and organizations. We build and we deliver. Specifically at this point, we have, like I said, we are running a campaign strategy for interior decor, especially fabrication of modern kitchen and wardrobes. We want to use the opportunity to appreciate all women, because they've been our major clients, or those people will be patronizing us in the area of kitchen modeling. We want to appreciate them, women mostly. Last year we appreciated them. Even up till now, they have also been our major clients. So please, we are just seeking an investment of 6,840,000 naira, equivalent to $18,000, to enable us to execute this marketing plan. Our major concern is for us to create and promote our brand image. We want to generate sales, we want to increase market shares, I want to improve our customer relation and educate customers.
Waves to Power aims to secure access to clean power for developmental society and industry in Africa and elsewhere by converting ocean energy into electricity. We use our WaveL buoy to generate power from the waves. And waves are sustainable, renewable, and they're available 24/7. And they are more predictable than wind and solar power. The beauty of the waves is that they have a power density that is about 860 times more than that of wind. Wave energy is measured in kilowatts per meter wavefront. And here on this map, you can see how the distribution of wave power is around the world. You can see that in Africa, in Nigeria, we're looking at about 10 kilowatts per meter wavefront. The marine energy market that we belong in is rapidly growing and will be worth over $11 billion in just a few years. And here on this picture, we show the impact that an installation only by 90 times 8 kilometers in the ocean outside of Nigeria, how that has potential to supply 35% of coastal Nigeria's power needs. And this would be clean, green power that is sustainable. My company, Waves of Power, is a Swedish company. We have a network of very well-known industrial partners, and our system is ocean tested in the North Atlantic for over 12,000 hours. And 4,000 of those hours were actually delivering power to the Norwegian power grid.
Odibo Properties, we're a real estate development company. Presently, we are partnering with the Plateau State Government Ministry of Housing to build low-cost luxury 300 housing units to meet the housing deficit in the Plateau. We have in two categories. We have the 2 bedrooms bungalows fully detached, and we have the 3 bedrooms bungalows fully detached. And in Plateau, we're partnering with the government to meet the housing deficit of the Plateau people and also diaspora. For those of us who know Plateau State very well, Plateau State is the only state in Nigeria that has all-round cold weather all year round. In fact, yesterday in one of our key speakers, Helen Grant MP, she said she's from Plateau and also from UK, and she's happy whenever she comes to Nigeria and she feels at home. I guess for the weather we all enjoy in Plateau. So for our PPP with the Plateau State government, we have a mortgage running. We have a mortgage running in partnership with the Federal Mortgage Bank. So we have off-takers who are NHF contributors and who are entitled to these homes.
Kano State is the famous commercial and industrial center of northern Nigeria and the largest non-oil and gas economy in the country. It is located in the tropical climate of the Sahel Savannah region with a population of over 24 million and 44 local government areas. Kano State is strategically situated at the center of northern Nigeria and has for centuries served as a major entry port to the nation and as the southern hub of the trans-Saharan trade routes. Its economy is driven largely by commerce, manufacturing, and agriculture. The business condition in the state is very favorable. With ease of doing business, we have enabling environment in Kano State, its peaceful and hospitable communities, and its effective law enforcement agency guarantee the safety and security of investors and their properties. I'm here today to sell Kano State to all diaspora's investors and pitch diaspora's investors in various investment opportunities we have here in Kano State.
Actually, I just got back. I was in Nigeria for 2 months, September 18th to November 19th. I got married on September 26th.
Well, congratulations.
So, thank you. I appreciate that. But at any rate, what I wanted to tell you about today is the opportunity for low interest loans. If you're in the business environment and you've gone to a bank in Nigeria, you know that the loan rate is anywhere from 25 to 33%. And it's very hard to make money when you're borrowing at 25 to 33%. However, there's a US government program with what used to be OPIC, Overseas Private Investment Corporation, which is now Development Finance Corporation. So all of the state representatives or anybody out there, if you're getting sleepy or tired, you might want to stand up, put your video on mute and then kind of shake yourself so you can hear what I'm about to say, because this can have economic impact all over Nigeria, and I'm not exaggerating, okay? The program is, if there is an American company that is involved at least 25% participation, that means the Nigerian company can own 75% of the project. The American company owns 25% of the special, if it's a SPV or a JV, even a PPP. As long as there's 25% ownership of an American firm, then you can get loans which are now at a rate of less than 7%. And the tenors are from 10 to 15 years. So this can have major impact. My company, RWC Wealth Management, the areas that we want to partner with Nigerian firms for this is in the areas of agriculture, affordable housing, renewable energy, and healthcare.
So let me start by thanking everybody. Let me start by saying good day to everybody, and also thanking the very inspirational and amazing leadership of the NDIS for giving us a great opportunity to be a part of this. And I want to say a big thank you for this opportunity. So my name is Kingsley Bangwell, co-founder of Knox 100 Naira a Day School in Kuje for low-income families. It's an indigenous education innovation model. Yes, thanks for the slide. It's an indigenous education innovation model that is pay as you go, pay as you can, and we provide subsidized school fees and also provide action learning targeting children from very low income families, starting from Abuja. Next slide, please. So yes, we always ask this question, what if the cure to cancer is trapped in the mind of a child who can afford quality education? Next slide. So what problem are we trying to solve? And amazingly, the speaker before me was actually trying to talk about my problem statement as if he saw a part of my slide. Basic education as we know it today is no longer delivering on its brand promise, which is that after an education, you can get a great job, you can get livelihood, and you can live a great life.
Currently, there are over 200,000 children with disabilities who are out of school in the Federal Capital Territory, FCT of Nigeria, along with only 7 schools and learning centers providing services for approximately 2,000 students who have disabilities. Consequently, these uneducated and unskilled persons with neurodevelopmental disabilities are thereby unable to sustain themselves and are stigmatized and marginalized in society. The Royal School of Educational Therapy, RSET Foundation, is a non-profit organization that has set up a learning center in Abuja, FCT, and provides therapeutic services for persons of all ages with neurodevelopmental disabilities such as autism, Down syndrome, ADHD, cognitive disability, cerebral palsy, and others. The goal of RSETF, which is in line with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 4, is to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. We believe that every person is special and should be given every opportunity of academic excellence, talent development, and skill acquisition. To achieve this, RSETF provides students with learning disabilities and other learning challenges a wide range of intensive, individualized educational therapy interventions designed to remediate learning problems, addresses all forms of exclusion and marginalization disparities and inequalities in access, participation, and learning outcomes, conducts capacity building of general and special education teachers and administrators, raises awareness and sensitizes the general public on social, educational, and economic inclusion of persons with neurodevelopmental disabilities.
When opportunity meets preparation, success is produced. For preparation to be fully actualized, institutions are set with a purpose, to move with a vision, settle with a mission, and establish values needed for success. Nigeria today is in dire need of leadership. Our young people today are our leaders tomorrow. But the question is, are we spending enough time developing them? Advantage Point Academy, developing young people into tomorrow's leaders, is our major focus. We believe that the leader of tomorrow needs to be equipped to handle a dynamic world without borders. Our purpose, to raise global leaders who will transform the world. Our vision, morally sound and globally competent citizens. And our mission statement, building morally sound and globally competent citizens through coaching, modeling, and mentoring. Our core values are fear of God, rendering quality services, and respect for individual differences. We blend American, British, and Nigerian curriculum to produce a well-rounded scholars. We are only at the beginning of our journey to seek partners to make this a reality.
International education programs focused on STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, and math. But I call it STEM Plus, which is the arts, humanities, and global history. This is peer-to-peer cross-cultural education. Well, this is not my latest slides, but that's okay. One of the things we do we think is so important for creativity and for students to really show their their creative capabilities is programs on culture and music. We just launched one the other day, just as an aside here, but an important point. And both Vantage Point Academy and Royal School participated. And I have to say, you would have been very proud of their delivery and presentation to 8 other countries across the world. They did very well. So another side of us, of course, is advanced education technology, coming from a technology and policy background. And this is included but not limited to internet sensor technology. These are technologies for future jobs. These are technologies that the students will learn and through our programs, and they include connectivity solutions. One of the technologies is called the Internet Backpack. And we're going to teach computer science and coding along with these programs. And these are not only programs that will work for the farms project that we have, but also for these are transferable skills.
Representing the African Caribbean Heritage Alliance, we are registered in the Caribbean and as well as in Nigeria. And what we do is to connect, positively reconnect our people through our culture and heritage. And we do that through access to quality education and technology, science. And we are we want to expand on what we've already been doing in Abuja FCT. So the video you saw is from 3 communities in Abuja FCT. We're working with young people, women, and indigenous populations. And we're using the arts and sports to help them to participate in the development of the local economies. And so we provide access to market and skills acquisition. And with the experience of this, we want to expand the program to Lagos State with the University of Lagos, because we've noticed that many of the young people who, especially during the COVID lockdown period, and then the EndSARS situation that developed in Lagos, many of the young people are just looking for opportunities to participate in entrepreneurial development.
What we do at Founder Institute is we empower communities of talented and motivated entrepreneurs to build a technology-based businesses that can thrive worldwide. We have we are in Silicon Valley, and we have chapters in over 90 countries, including Lagos and Abuja.
People hate interacting with adverts over the time. Even you and I can agree, when you are browsing online and then you see adverts, you want to skip that page so fast that you don't want to look at the advert. Even when you are watching a video on YouTube, most of us usually wait for that 2-3 seconds to quit the advert and to skip the advert and go to the video that you want to watch. So target audience mostly does not understand the advert itself. So most times people are not really interested in adverts because they don't really understand what that advertiser is trying to pass along. Foreign ad platforms are expensive for local advertisers due to high exchange rates. We can agree with that with the dollar conversion. Taking your money to go and do advert on Facebook, Google is on the high side because of the current value of Naira to dollar.
We believe that the youth is the future of Africa beyond Nigeria. And so we thought about the power of the youth. And we realized that according to the United Nations, by the year 2030, which is the year set aside to achieve the UN SDGs, Africa will be home to 25% of the working population around the world. It means that the center of global academic activities, economic activities, and production activities is slowly shifting to Africa.
We registered this company in Nigeria in 1993, but it remained dormant until 2017. And since then, we've been in software development, and we've been doing some very exciting projects down here.
Document Delivery Department is a registered logistics company in Nigeria. As a business entrepreneur, I have a 17 years experience in logistics and business consultancy service. I also have a good management record with a proven track record and expertise in document delivery. Our prospectus clients and about 103 embassies in Abuja and also 22 embassies in Lagos. And also for government parastatals and NDA, we have a Corporate Affairs Commission, the INEC, the West African Examination Council, and banking institution, the contractors, corporate private companies, businessmen and women who choose to submit their documents and quotations. So when it has to do with the documents in Nigeria, because the company that is, we have a pilot office in Abuja and in Anambra State, Onitsha, and also in Lagos. But it's a company that is going to scale abroad and cover all the states in Nigeria. So when it has to do with documents, it has to do with this company. And particularly with the INEC and some of the government agencies, We are here to fill in the niche and the gap, existing gap in terms of delivery, speedy and speedy delivery of the document